Okay, sorry for 2 videos. My brother called in the middle of that one. So we were talking about the Chromebook, so I think we covered that all right. One of the things that we do need to talk about is water breaks and bathroom breaks. Because of COVID and trying to keep down germs and things like that, we will have certain restroom breaks a day. And when you go to the bathroom or when we go as a class, you really need to try to go. We can only allow so many kids in at a time. It won't be 5 and 5. It might be just 2 in at a time. So make sure you go to the bathroom, that you wash your hands really well. When you come back in the room, before you come in the door, there is hand sanitizer for you to re-sanitize. The water fountains are turned off through the whole school. In my classroom, when you come in, there are these blue Amana bottles, and I've put your name on them, okay? And this will be your only water bottle that you can have. I have the luxury of having 2 sinks in here, so every morning you will screw the lid off. As you come in off the bus or as your parent drops you off, you will dump out the liquid from the day before, rinse it out, put your water back in it, and set it over on the countertop where it says take what you need. So that's where your water bottles will go. Now, if for some reason that's the only time that you'll be able to have a water break is when we go to the bathroom. Can't allow you just to get up and down and get drinks of water or to keep it on your desktop, because that just increases your output or your need to go pee. And we are really trying to limit that because of the cleaning that goes into the bathroom, so that there's not cross-contamination. Not saying we're not going to let you go to the bathroom. We are going to let you go to the bathroom if you are having an emergency or if you have a medical condition that your doctor needs to send us a note about. We are not going to be like, you can't go to the bathroom. That's not our goal. But if we can kind of limit our liquid intake, that will kind of help us not have to go so often. So when you have a bathroom break, you'll have a water break. When you come back in from recess, you'll have a water break then as well, okay? Recess, since I've mentioned it, recess will not be directly after lunch this year. It could be. However, Miss Frederick and I had decided that we wanted to move recess to the end of the day. We used to do that years and years ago, and we loved it at the end of the day. One of the reasons that we liked it there is because if you don't have your work or if you've misbehaved during the day, then we take your recess. It is not whoever's doing recess that day to take it. So then we know that you've served it. We know what the consequence was that got you there. And so it just is a good thing for us. So recess will be at the end of the day. She'll be able to tell you at exactly what time. And then so we'll go from there. We need to talk about food. Breakfast, as you've come in this morning, you probably noticed that there was stations set up for you to grab breakfast. Every morning you will bring it into the classroom. You are to sit in your assigned seat. You can talk with your friends while you're coming in, but you are to eat your breakfast and then to throw it away. We are not going to gom up my classroom. Let me say that again. We are not going to gom up my classroom while you're in here eating. I'm not your mama. I'm not your granny. If you spill, you'll clean it up, okay? We are not having food all over the floor. We are, pre-teens. We know how to eat in a room, okay? So just putting that out there real quick. I don't like a messy room, and y'all know that by now. I don't like stuff in my floor. I want to keep our room nice and clean. If we have food in the floor and around places, then that invites bugs. Don't like bugs, so I want to make sure it's clean. We do want to talk about lunch. Lunch will be very, very weird and different for us. Lunch every day for us, will be in the library. Yes, you heard me correctly. In the library. So you'll go to the library. They will bring you the lunch to the library every single day. They told Miss Frederick and I today from the board, because we called. We were like, please tell me we're not doing a sandwich every day. And they said we would not be, that there would be hot lunches that are served. What that hot lunch is, I don't know. I'm just assuming it would be like hot lunches last year. Hamburgers, chicken sandwich, chicken nuggets, chili, spaghetti. To me, that's a hot lunch. So we will see. But that's where we will go every day for our lunchtime. Those are really the big ones. When I come back on in October, we will go over then any kind of changes or any kind of tweaks that we need to do. For those of you who are learning at school, you will be still doing kind of virtual work right now until I get back. I am available. I'm at the hospital, with my mom. And so she will be in the hospital about 12 days. So I'm going to take my Chromebook. I'm going to take my stuff with me, be grading grading papers, and hopefully I can do some Google Meets, go outside, take a little break from her while she's sleeping, and kind of see how you all are doing. So if you need me, or if whoever is in charge of my classroom needs me because there's some uncertainty about what to do, they can call my cell phone, and then I'll step out and we'll do a good live Google Meet, okay, so that we can discuss everything. Oh, almost forgot. One of the biggest things that is going to be very difficult for me, I'm just going to be honest, is that you all will not be changing classes. I know. Which means that Miss Frederick and I will be changing classes. So I'll do reading and science for my homeroom. And then I'll go down to her homeroom and do reading and science down there. And then she will come here and do math and social studies. We don't really like that. However, it's outside of our circle of control, and we just work here, and we have supervisors and have to do what we're told to do, and they have supervisors that tell them what to do, and we're just going to make the best of the situation. So, all in all, that's everything in a big nutshell, and I'm going to ask that today, for those of you who still have lessons that needed to be reworked, and or lessons that you were still on the 2-day time frame, I'm going to ask that you work on those right now. If you finish and you have come to me totally caught up, God bless you. I'd like to just kiss you right on the head. Then Miss Frederick will pop in here and talk to you about Reflex Math, talk about iReady, or we may just have you read. I got all kinds of new books this summer. I've taken out all my old books, a lot of those, and kind of restocked the shelves. There's still some old favorites, but there's some new ones. So take a look at those. And the reason I'll have Miss Frederick talk to you about different technology is because I'm not sure if it's going to be up and running on the 28th. That's the goal. So we'll see. All right, guys. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you hopefully this week with a Google Meet. All right. Bye, guys.